There's an incident with Rick that Rick punched somebody, and I guess the kid was an MMA fighter, or I didn't get the gist of the situation, but I guess they got started rolling around in the bar and punching each other. I'm thinking to myself, Rick, you're 75, 76 years old. What the fuck?
I believe the MMA story, but the last thing I got to ask you about Flair, you know him. I love Ric Flair, by the way. I'm not bringing up any of this in a bad way. I find it entertaining,
Yeah.
but he gets in a lot of confrontations, but you never actually hear any physical fight stories about him. In your opinion, is he tough? I mean, you knew him back when he was a bouncer.
Well, we bounced together. Yeah, he was 21 and I was 26. And he he wasn't a physical type guy. He was more of a diplomatic type guy. If there was a problem at the door with somebody trying to get in with fake ID or something, uh, he wouldn't rough them up or anything. I'd go over and snatch him. Come here, you motherfucker. But no, Rick wasn't a kid that would fight. There's a kid that played linebacker for the University of Minnesota, the Golden Gophers. His last name was Carter, and big strap, and I think he was all pro NFL. And but when they were at the university, I think Carter tried roughhouse Rick, and but Carter was just a big raw bone guy. I met him a couple times. Nice guy. He had a car dealership and everything when he was playing pro football. But anyway, Rick easily whipped his ass.
There you go. There's some confirmation for the fans out there, because a lot of people wonder, because you always hear that he almost gets in fights many times. Roddy Piper too. You always hear stories about they don't back down from people, but you never actually hear too much about them getting into it. So
Yeah, they usually talk their way out of it. Very rarely uh, uh, did Rick ever get in a fight. I know he got in a fight with his son-in-law, and, a couple bar fights, but those things never last very long. They only last a couple seconds.